I'm Jimmy, and today I am doing the Winter Wonderland book tag. I am not participating in NaNoWriMo. I am working on a couple different books, but they're not really at the stage where I can start writing on them. I sort of still have to further develop the plot and the characters and stuff like that. I'm not ready, so I'm not doing that. But NaNoWriMo is about challenging yourselves and making a commitment and seeing if you could stick to it. So I thought I would make a sort of YouTube challenge for myself, and I have committed to uploading 3 new videos every week, which is going to be a lot for me particularly, but I'm going to hopefully do it. So you should be expecting a lot of new content this month. So I'm going to be doing a tag today, and it's the Winter Wonderland book tag, and it was originally created by Jack Eats Books, so he's the first link down below and you can go check him out. So there are 6 questions to this tag, and I'm going to go through all of them. Okay. Question number 1. What book is so happy and so sweet that it warms your heart? And for this one, I am choosing my wintertime traditional read, and it's The Unlikely Romance of Kate Bjorkman by Louise Plummer. This is a fairly short book. It only takes me about an hour to get through it. It's just a short, sweet wintertime read. It's this girl named Kate. She goes back home for the holidays, and she falls in love. But there's all this drama and conflict because I'm pretty sure, I haven't read it in a year, so I don't really remember too much, but I'm pretty sure the guy she's starting to have feelings for currently has a girlfriend, and she's like one of those like snotty, stuck-up princess types. I'm gonna end up reading this one again this year because I love it, and it makes me so happy. I've kind of stolen it from a school library and then taken that off, which is not good. Don't steal books from your library, but I can't take it back now. Okay, question number 2 is, what is your favorite book with a white cover? I actually can't answer this. I don't have a favorite book that I've read that has a white cover, even really has a lot of white on the cover, but I'm sort of cheating to get through this. I chose The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, though to answer this question, I'm not choosing this edition. I'm choosing a different edition of this book, and it's all white, and it's got like death standing alone in the snow, and there's like blood spatter on the side. I'm choosing that edition. But if you haven't heard much about this book, which I couldn't see how that's possible, it's this amazing historical World War II story about a girl named Liesel, and her family starts harboring a Jewish man, and she and him have this amazing relationship, and it's really sad and sweet, and the ending will break your heart. Question number 3. Picture. You're sitting in a comfy chair wearing a onesie with a lovely warm cup of hot chocolate. What monster book are you reading? I don't know why, but winter really puts me in a fantasy type mood. So the monster book that I will be reading is George R.R. Martin's A Storm of Swords, and I have the hardcover behemoth version. This book has a total of 924 pages, so I think it's considered a monster book. It has wintry themes to it, with the North, King of the North, with the wall and stuff like that, so I think this one really fits. And I will be reading this winter with a cup of hot chocolate, which I only like hot chocolate in the winter months, and I only like the white chocolate creamy coconut kind. So that is some specifics for you. But I'll be reading this one. Next question. It starts snowing, and you decide to have a snowball fight. Which fictional character do you have a snowball fight with? After much contemplation, because I love a lot of characters and I would love to have a snowball fight with a lot of them, I chose Levi from Rainbow Rowell's Fangirl. And I chose this for 3 reasons. 1, because I love Levi and I think he would make everything better and it would just be so much fun to hang out with him. 2, because he's really tall, so I think strategically he'd be a really easy target. And 3, because he makes excellent coffee. And although I don't drink coffee, I'm sure he could make excellent, tasty, like carrot cake or peppermint or some kind of awesome hot chocolate afterwards. and we can sit by the fire and warm up. And I would love to do that. So I chose Levy. I love this book. I've done a review on this book. Read this book if you haven't. Question number 5. Your fire, which mine currently isn't, starts to go out, and you have to tear the last couple of chapters out of a book to keep it going. Which book do you choose? I hate this question. I really do. I would never tear a couple of chapters out of a book. I don't care if my fire goes out. But if you held a gun to my head and told me to pick the book that I would tear chapters out of, it would be Margaret Lawrence's A Bird in the House. I don't like Margaret Lawrence. I hate her as an author. I hate everything she writes. The Stone Angel, hated it. This book, hated it. So this would be the easiest one for me to tear chapters out of. Like, I didn't even take very good care of it, and I always take very good care of my books. It's not like battered because I read it so much, it's battered because I didn't care if I spilled crap on it. So unfortunately, this will be the one. Although her books are really short, so it's not like I'd get much use out of it. Okay, and the last question is, if you had to give someone a book for Christmas, I'm assuming, or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever holiday you want, and they're not really big into reading, what book would you give them? So I would probably give them the book that got me into reading, and that is Lewis Carroll's. Oh my god, I'm holding it upside. Oh, I guess you can't really tell. That's Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. It's a really old, beat up copy. Like the spine is like coming off. Oh, I think I just ripped it even more. And it's a sort of, I don't think books are supposed to do that, but it's a bind up of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. I'm sure you could tell how much I love this book based on the title of my channel, but this is like the first actual book I ever read, and I fell in love with it. And I sort of fantasized Lewis Carroll as such a badass who wrote about these crazy things and made up so much. And he's one of my favorite authors, he's one of my favorite poets. I love the man, and I love his work. And I wouldn't give my copy, but I'd give a copy of Alice in Wonderland to someone who doesn't read and wants to get into it. So that's it. That's the 6 questions of the tag. I'm going to treat this like a contagious disease. So if you've watched it up to this part, congratulations, you've been infected and tagged. You now have a flesh-eating bacterial infection. Congrats. But thanks for watching, and you should be expecting more this week.